The Fantastic Four has invisible tricks from the exomorph of the cyber thingy. Originally, that's a college student film fest. It's like college film makers. It's not easy access. And the Fantastic Fours, using the excuse that they're the CIA, they put in fraud firefighters, fraud nurse, and fraud sheriffs, and even the Fantastic Four, except for the Silver Surfer, went in and plagiarized Law and Order. They attacked a museum in Washington, D.C. a few days ago. Everyone from their ATL. Whatever they're talking about wasn't real. Florida's not real. Georgia's not real. It's just a map. And, none of them know what they're talking about. The Big Chicken wasn't Hollywood. It tells you that it's AD, time travel, and fossil, after death, and then before Christ, when you get there. But it's you have to watch the movie Jurassic Park to understand a fossil from a dinosaur. And if they call it a mosquito, they're lying again. Because that's a fossil. The butterfly is a fossil. It's known as Moscos. The zoo's a fossil. But there's nothing else beyond that point. They're just using the exact same location at the Big Chicken to lie about everything. They don't know where they were at. That was not Hollywood. All of it is at the Big Chicken. It's just a fossil at the Big Chicken. That's all they know and talk about. They're gonna have to go to the Federal Bureau's Bar Associates to know anything else, because nothing was canonized, because it might be under the marginal, and the Constitution will not protect them out there. I'm sorry. The Fantastic Four is using the excuse as the CIA. There's no value there. The only one who went out there that far was the Silver Surfer. Not even, I think Logan from the X-Men's movie, before it got launched a couple years ago, it used to be like just their college stuff, but that movie already came out like a few years ago. Now, if it came out before that, I didn't know about that. I've only been hearing about it recently. See, I didn't know about that stuff. That's a movie that's based on true events that took place. And that's a good way to translate their victims from the CIA. Because the Silver Surfer is the only one who went to the Big Chicken. And there's nothing else out there. It's all desert. That's not the Wild Wild West. That's not a Western movie. That's a desert. That's clay. Everything else is a museum. So pretty much a federation of Moscows. I can give it as many names as I would like to. that I know I can translate with language arts specialists. But to fraud using a museum of firefighters, a museum of fake nurse, of a Pike Nursery fossil, and to cause so much harm against the Silver Surfer's associates with a magic jack. Excuse me. That's just awful. And to plagiarize Law and Order from True Blood, that's really awful, because Stacey Lynn Cook Foster and Norris DAs got involved too. They don't realize that Joseph DAs is a descendant of King Tut. They put their ancestors in the museum. So did I. Okay? I put my ancestors in the museum too, just like Joseph DAs. Theirs is King Tut. And for Norris DAs, I don't know how many times, Norris Smith DAs and Stacey Lynn Cook Foster caused so much harm over a fossil. And they used it against the Silver Surfer. Because the X-Men have a movie? Ain't y'all freaking out yet? Because that wasn't Hollywood at the Big Chicken. They lied. They don't know how they got there. The Silver Surfer was the only one out there. There were no jobs. Nothing was open. It was closed down. All of it was. When I got there, there was no people there either. The states ain't real. That's fake. I don't know what they're talking about. The states ain't real. That's fake. We're in the Milky Way galaxy to be scientifically spoken for. I don't know what that stuff is. You're gonna need a shuttle bus from NASA Space Museum to get out there. They don't know what any of that stuff is. I didn't build out there. I just read it. It's not even in English. That's how you know it's from the internationals. It's going to stay that way.